One more time, camera test. I'm here in my studio. Welcome. Since the pandemic started in 2020, it was 2020, right? Since then, I feel like I live in some sort of alternative reality, like Matrix, completely out of the shape, completely out of what I was doing before that. I kind of feel disconnected, and then at the same time I find a hard time going back into that virtual internet reality of social media and internet connections with people. It's been different. I have a hard time reflecting what I do in the studio online, on my website, just in general. And it's very different from what I had or what I thought the reality is before that time. This is just for my personal record. Today is Monday, June 12th, 2023. In the last couple of weeks, I've been continue working on paper with Sumi ink, as well as making some oil paintings on the larger scale, like just the one you see behind me, and some smaller scale. I'm not sure if you can see the one on the wall. Those are more abstract and in very limited palette, as well as keep working on those small ink portraits that I have here. And I'm not really sure where this is going. Those little paintings are based on the story of Anastasia that probably everyone knows. It was a princess who escaped from Russia, and just recently, 4 months ago, maybe 5 months ago, no, less than that, I saw the opera here in Dallas about Anastasia. It was a story about her, and then the story itself inspired those little portraits in ink that I have and make. So I'm looking forward to make more of them. I think I have about 20, 25 maybe of them right now, and I'm thinking to do maybe 100 or 200 of them, and then see what I can do with them. Maybe exhibit somewhere as a one big piece, or perhaps sell them as they go. I've been overthinking a lot in the last couple of months, to the point that last 2 months haven't been really productive in a sense of paintings and in just the daily schedule. However, I have to say that internally maybe something has changed in me, in the way that I understood that maybe I need to just go back to be just fully available to myself every day in work, sharing my work online. So I decided that going back to the daily logs from the studio in form of the video that you're watching now might be a good idea, not just to get the views and popularity, which would be great, so please subscribe, but I'm thinking that that will help me understand my studio process a little bit better. I can actually see myself, go back and watch myself with those few minutes that I recorded about my practice, and see where I am at, where I'm going. And in order to do that, I decided not to focus too much on quality of the video, like nice shots, nice things around and crops and all that stuff that comes with it, effects and sound and all that stuff, but rather focus on what I want to convey as a message in painting and in the studio, and along the way, if I have a time, I'll try to make those videos better. Okay, I decided to change the angle of my small studio that I have right now, so you can see the painting behind me better. And also, just for my own record, for myself, who will be maybe watching that in a year time, or maybe a couple of years back. Last couple of weeks, I realized that the online art sales are really saturated, and those who get attention and know how to grab attention from online aspects of social media and maybe other things, maybe YouTube, those people tend to do pretty good in terms of sales and maybe building up the connections with the galleries and art world who is interested in the art they do. And in the last couple weeks, I decided to change my online gallery where I sell my paintings, which is basically my website. So I took the website down, and right now if you go to my website, there's only a homepage where you can actually subscribe to my newsletter. And I'm going to change the process of showing and selling my work from my own online gallery to a little bit different reality. I don't know how to call it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a website and share most of the original works that I have available only to people who will subscribe to my newsletter. So from now on, if you're watching this video and you are interested in original artworks, maybe subscribing to my newsletter might be a good idea. Otherwise, I'm going to make available maybe some products and limited editions as well as open editions to everybody on my website with some special offers that I'll be offering only to those who are subscribed to my newsletter. So I'm kind of trying to build a little bit more of exclusive integration between me and my followers, as I noticed that 99% of my Instagram followers are artists themselves, and probably those are not necessarily people who will buy my art. Maybe that 1 or 10% of them, but I need to get to those 10%. So I decided to push sign up for my newsletter, and I'll give myself an update in a couple of weeks to see how this goes. Maybe in a couple of months, because I'm planning to finish build up of the website within the next week or two, and then push the first sales in July. Meanwhile, I'm going to put those small tiny portraits that I have into this black portfolio, so that I can display them next to each other, maybe two on one page, just like this. So that way I can actually flip them and then see them rather than have them stuck one on another. And maybe that way I will get more inspired to talk about them on my videos, maybe. We'll see. Remember to subscribe and sign up to my newsletter, and I'll see you probably tomorrow, unless I change my mind about uploading those videos. Hopefully not. I'm trying to keep it daily, as a daily log. I don't want to overthink that. I don't want to overproduce that. I want to keep it simple and see how it goes.